Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Tristan. Been in high ticket for 5 years now, collected millions of dollars in high ticket, run multiple sales teams, and you can see call reviews like this almost every single day on YouTube. If you're going to watch the video, watch it all the way through, take notes, implement it on your calls. The things that I go through in this call review, if you actually listen to, take notes on, and implement, will completely change the trajectory of the offer that you're on and the money that you can make. Enjoy.
I I mean, I thought I did a pretty good job, honestly. So I definitely missed something. Like typically I will know when I'm going through a call, oh shit, I fucked up here. Over here, I don't know. So I
All
just
right,
wanna like see.
let's do it.
Where's this guy?
He
Ocean
looks
Ave.
He's on Ocean
He's
Ave.
in
in
Queen.
a
He's in
basement.
Queen.
Jamie
Yeah.
Adebole.
All right, let's do it.
Me personally, Jamie, I don't like making assumptions. As my
Mhm.
mom used to say, to assume is to make an ass out of you and me. So,
Right,
what is it
right.
that you're looking for specifically?
Basically want to tighten things up. So I'm in a place where I'm making a decent income, probably more money than I've made, before.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I just want to make sure that I'm stewarding the resources in the best way. Kind of a late start, having handled things the best in the past, but at 53 years old, still have some time to kind of squirrel some stuff away and make some good decisions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still
To do
working.
what? Like
I'm
with
sorry.
making the best decisions, what would that allow
Just
you
as
to
far
achieve?
as savings, investment, making
Mm.
sure that I'm allocating funds properly, um, anything that's hidden in corners that could benefit me, making sure that I'm seeing those things. Um,
Mm.
um, yeah, that type of thing. So,
Okay.
um, my
But
credit,
in regards to, yeah, what were you saying?
Mhm. No, I'm saying my credit is turned around. So just trying to line everything up. Um,
Yeah, yeah. But like
mhm.
ultimately, what are we lining it all up for with having investments, with having savings? What is ultimately the big goal, the main outcome that we want to get to?
I want to be able to, when I decide to retire, be able to actually do it and not be worried, or
Mm.
wondering, is there enough? When
Mm.
emergencies come up, I want to be able to handle them and not necessarily be wondering how I'm going to do that.
This is fire. Okay, what do we hear so far? What
Mm,
stands out?
Wasted a lot of time.
Yeah,
Wants
sounds like it.
to catch up. Wants to like build a better retirement in the
Yeah,
next 12 years.
yeah.
Um, and also like sounds like he has regrets of how what bad decisions he's made, which is what I really pulled out later on. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else stand out? I heard him say, I'm making decent money, more than I have in the past. So something's
Yep.
happened
Mm.
there. Working harder, getting his life together. I hear bad credit in the past. So maybe
Mm.
poor
Yep.
decisions. And now he feels like he's turning his life around and he's working hard. So with people like that, when they're taking ownership, um, I'm not going to be like challenging them super hard unless I have to. It's more of like, what do you actually need now that you're on this track of figuring your life out and working hard and righting wrongs? Like, that's what we want out of prospects because he's not avoiding it. He's not downplaying it, rationalizing it yet. Sounds like ownership is being taken so far, which is good. That's a green flag. And he's humble so far, admitting wrongs. You're not going to have to pull his teeth to get answers. But there's a fine line because sometimes when you start like challenging and berating them with questions, they feel like you don't care. You feel like, in their mind, they'll feel like you're questioning their work ethic, questioning their value, and they don't like that.
Yeah. I
Okay.
also love this is why I like to build a gap first, so I can see how long they've been dissatisfied with their situation and not done anything. That's when I really that's my cue for challenging, especially
Yeah.
for prospects like these. So far, it's been good.
Let's keep going.
I see. Okay.
And then
And
also
when
be able
you,
to live a quality of life where if I want to take a vacation, nothing extravagant, but just be able to do it and not be able to kind of have to line everything up and, you
mm,
know, think
okay.
it and rethink it.
Yeah. So far, based on what you told me, you're 53 years old. We're looking to really put a system in place, a plan in place so that you're able to really extract any hidden money that you may have hidden in different corners, and ultimately put a plan in place where you're saving, you've got an emergency fund, you're actually investing so that by the time when you do decide to retire, you actually have enough, as opposed to
Mhm.
just wondering if you have enough, right? Have the
Mhm.
actual real option to be able to retire.
Right.
Okay. How much do you make right now?
I'm at 150 a year.
Okay. How much is the net monthly income?
Net monthly. I just pulled that up and was looking at it.
Just something to kind of like stroke his ego a little bit and make him feel appreciated. Because I can tell like he puts some of his identity and his value in what he can provide. It's like props to you for that. You mentioned earlier that you feel like you're finally starting to make decent money. Um, how long have you been in this role, as an example? And then from there, it's like, you know, what's coming in, what's going out. Talk to me about that. Where are you at? But it's like props to you,
Mm.
dude. I can tell you're working hard. We don't hear that often as men. So, uh, but as
Yeah,
well,
that
it's
could have
like
helped.
family, you know, provider, got kids, got bills, got expenses. I wasn't taught this. Like it makes sense. Like let's encourage him a little bit, help him feel appreciated and valued for the hard work that he is putting into it.
Um, it's about eight grand, 8 grand a month.
Okay. So out of 150, we have 96K coming in. Yeah. 96 coming in. 50. What happens with the other 54? Where's that going?
Well, between taxes and uh,
401.
yeah, 401.
How much goes
Um,
towards your 401k right now?
I max out.
26K a year?
Yeah, I
How much do
max
you
out.
have?
I was trying to pull that. So I'm gonna have to access that. So I think there's like 40,000, 50,000 in that account.
Okay. So you started like in the last couple of years maxing
Yeah.
out? Okay.
hmm
What happened before that then? Like what was the reason we weren't doing that before?
Um, just bad.
Because that would give you a little bit of context here. Like I'm finally getting my life together. Yeah, dude, I've been working hard to get to this position where I'm making this money. Makes sense.
Decisions, things would come up. You'd have to go into it, switch jobs. So there was some flux there. Went through a divorce.
Mm. When did you go through a divorce?
Shoot, that was like 3 years ago, 4
3
years ago.
years.
hmm
How much did you have to give away to the ex-wife?
Actually, I didn't. We just kind of, you know, but I kind of had to restart some things, and you
Like
know,
if you didn't have to give up anything, then what do you mean restart?
well, I wasn't living in the house. I was living elsewhere. It was during COVID, so
Hmm.
it was just a
I
lot
see.
of moving
So do
parts.
you own your house right now or are you renting?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
hmm
So
And
you
so
got about
the
40, 50K. So let's just round it up 50K. What about your
mhm,
savings? How much do we have in savings?
really nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, and I
And
just
out
paid
of it,
down
yeah.
a nice chunk of credit card and loan debt.
How much was that?
Um, the loan I just paid the loan off the other day. That was for I think that was like 15 grand.
Mhm.
I just paid off a chunk of credit card debt at about 8 grand. I have another four that I'm in the process of paying off, and that'll be that.
And then you'll be debt free.
Aside from my mortgage,
Correct.
and
Okay.
I
Good for him. Good for you, dude. Good for you. Encourage him
Yeah,
a little
this is
bit.
where I feel like I should have kind of like encouraged it. I'm not really like challenging him just yet because there's nothing to be challenged. But yeah, I think I could be a little bit more encouraging.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, just so I understand, you got divorced 3 years ago. What's really driving you to clear out all this debt and like turn your life around at this point? Open him up.
Mm.
Because this guy's working hard. I can tell. He's responsible. You clear out $15,000 debt just like that, clearing out all the rest of his cards. This guy's like, I got to change my life. Like I made some bad decisions. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I mean, how many prospects do you talk to that are operating like this guy? It's very few. So we'll give him
Yeah.
a little bone here and there.
I have there's a loan for 18,391.
That's still there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And out of that $8,000 that you have net coming in every month,
What's the 18K loan for?
Yeah, I didn't ask.
Okay.
what are your fixed expenses? Things that you cannot.
Because I just hear like shame, resentment, anger towards the guy that
Mm.
he was in his life for a while. I don't know if that had to deal with drugs or anything like that, but trying to become the best version of himself, doesn't feel prepared. He said worried, doesn't have a lot of freedom right now. I don't know what that looked like when he was growing up. Did he have parents in the house? Did he not have parents in the house? No one taught him anything. It makes sense, but he is trying. He really is.
I'll live it out.
Paying my mortgage, so that's
Mm.
3,200 a month,
Oh,
Golly.
okay.
and that's the main
Mm.
thing. So my
That's New
son, he's
York.
going.
Like his, I think he's kind of living in the basement. He's got mom up there. He's got his own sister, and then also a son. They're all living in this house. He gets. I think this is the basement. At least that's what it looks like. Yeah.
Hmm.
I
On the way
lived
to
in.
school.
He said
I keep going.
Queens.
Yeah, Queens.
Um,
I should have made a
so his
Spider-Man joke. That would have opened him up.
tuition, a chunk of that is paid already, but there's another 8 months that I'm going to need to pay about 3 grand a month. But some of that is offset with family and his
Okay.
grandmother.
But you're not currently paying that as of right now.
Right.
Okay.
Correct. Mhm.
So we got the mortgage. What about
Mhm.
groceries, utilities?
Utilities, that's taken care of through my sister. She lives here in the house, so she handles the utilities.
Okay.
Groceries, I'd say between 600 and 800.
Okay. So that puts us at about 4K.
Mhm.
How much is left over at the end of the month then? Getting debt remain at 22K, including
Mhm.
credit card.
Mhm.
We're making $8,000 a month. Just from your perspective, when do you actually want to retire by it though?
Um, that's a good question. I gotta put some thought into that.
Brief intermission on the video. If you're looking to go from good to great, you want hand holding, you want support, you want to get feedback on your sales calls. I have this coaching community that's taken me 2.5 years to build out, where we literally have every single part of the process built out for you. Mindset, how do you become a better leader? How do you challenge your prospects? How do you actually go about the sales process? Getting feedback, getting scripts, getting call reviews, all of those things are found inside of this community. In addition to weekly coaching calls with myself that you get 3 times per week. You'll also get 4 other calls from other coaches in our community who have done millions of dollars in cash collected. If you've seen my Discord on my Instagram where you're seeing all of these high ticket closers, $11,000 a day, all these $5,800 PIFs, all these $20,000 months, you'll get that inside of the Discord community as well. If you're interested in one-on-one support and hand holding, book a call with me below. See you on the other side. Continue watching. Because for him, it's like, it seems like he's really stepping out into this new, more empowered, strong-willed version of himself pretty late in life. He's in his mid-50s. So
Hmm.
you can ask questions around like, was retirement like a certain age always on your mind, or was it something that just kind of came as you started to realize that you felt behind? Like how did this come about? Like this desire to actually put yourself in a better position? Which coincides with like what's really driving you at this point to actually figure all this stuff out at your age?
You know, like because I enjoy what I do, so I'm not,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm in relatively good health. You know, I try to prioritize that. So
And just so you know, like what are you doing this for? Like your why and tangible outcome are synonymous. Like you can either run with either or. If it's really important for someone to retire by a certain age, that's a good concrete tangible outcome. It's interchangeable with I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I don't want to be anything like my parents. I had a really bad upbringing and I want to change that forever. You just use that as the tangible outcome. It's like, how are we doing in regards to that? What have we done to get help with that? How come we haven't done more to put ourselves in a better position? Where else do we see that
Yeah.
showing up? Like not upholding that standard that we have for ourselves.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, I
like
guess the
you're
standard
saying
65.
like would you get the tangible and then get the why, or like they're interchangeable? Like I
Tangible,
could go.
interchangeable. Yeah. Tangible would be like specific concrete outcome numbers, math, logistics. I want to have this amount of money set aside in retirement by this age. That's a tangible concrete
Mhm.
outcome. And then a deep why is the same thing. It's either or.
Got you. Got it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
That's why I keep hinting at like, well, dude, what's driving you at this point? Like, why are you putting so much uh, focus on this at this stage in life? What's prompted that? Because he's saying, I don't want to be worried. Has he been worrying about this? What has him worrying? Is it something he saw in his parents? Like, what's the reference point?
Yeah,
Spurring
he
his
did see
drive.
that in the fair. That all of that comes out. Yeah. My thought process was like I'll get the gap, the actual tangible gap. Because sometimes I've been getting some prospects who are like broke, so I don't even want to get in the emotional before. But
Hmm.
like I'll get all the numbers, okay, we can definitely help him. Now really get into the why and things of that nature. That's how I've been doing it.
Gucci.
So 12 years from now, is that what you want though, or is that what the society wants, and you
Yeah, if
think
I could
that's
do
what you
it
should do?
sooner, if I could do it sooner, I would gladly,
If.
And what makes you say that? The land or
Um,
retire early? Why is that
um,
important?
like if I could make work when I wanted
If I could.
it to work, and have more of my time, to do what I want to do, or be
Mm.
with family,
Well, how much
then
would you need coming off of your investments that will allow you the ability to do so?
a month.
Hmm.
Ooh, right now, it would really
This is a good call, Imran. Good job so far.
honestly be, it would have to be at least what I'm doing now.
Well, like, what we're looking at ultimately is like, if you said like you want to be in a position where at least you don't have to work as much, like you can go to work or maybe work. How many hours do you work on a daily basis?
My job's not like a 9 to 5.
What do you do?
So I drive tour buses for artists. So like your
Oh,
favorite
nice,
artist,
nice.
when they're touring in the U.S. and Canada,
Okay.
I'm driving them.
Mm. So,
So
like, do you have gigs every week or?
no, no. So I have some time on my hands. Like I don't go back on a tour until the 31st of this month. Now I
For
may
how
do
long?
some one-off stuff in between.
Hmm.
But yeah,
And
and
how long do
then
you typically go for a tour?
anywhere from 2 weeks to a month and a
Oh,
half.
okay.
Yeah.
But like your salary stays like your salary, like you still get paid even if you don't go off on tour.
Hmm.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. For
So
now,
how?
that may change, but
What do you mean?
um, company may restructure how they pay. So I'm considered like a lead. You could just call it management.
Mm,
Um, and the last couple of years they tried something different where they put some of us on salary.
mm.
Um, that may change. Just like with any other job, things change. So that's kind of in the back of my
Does
mind.
that worry you?
Actually, not really, because I've operated in that space before.
Mm.
Um,
Well,
so
like when I say worry, it's more so like if your income is tied to how many tours and you're not making money, well, how are you going to grow your retirement then? That type of thing.
I guess in that sense, yeah, it is a worry in the back of my mind, but it just means
Because he mentioned worry earlier. I don't want to have to worry.
I have to kind of fall back on how I had to do things in the past. So,
Is that what you want to do though? Like,
not really, like I
why
made,
not? Why not?
well, just because it becomes, you're at the mercy. You're at the mercy of the machine, per
Mm,
se. That's the best way I can put it.
mm. What about that bothers you?
Not having control, not being in control, not being able to kind of dictate or have um, power over your own destiny.
And what about that bothers you? Not having control, not having
This is fire, dude. This is good. You're cooking.
power over your destiny.
Um, that's kind of because you're operating in a prison.
Hmm. That's an interesting
You're
word to use, Jamie. Why did you use the
um
word prison?
because you're confined. You know
Gonna
and
challenge
with
the you
confinement
first before going deeper.
Yeah.
Like you,
You or me?
you mean me or you? Yeah.
You or
Like me or yourself?
stress and
Stress. Stress, prison, worried,
uncertainty.
uncertain.
So I'm pretty good at going with the flow and making
Mm.
adjustments. But it would be nice to, when it comes to your life, to be able to make
Jamie, when you mention actually putting yourself in a position where you do have the freedom and you don't have to worry and you don't have to doubt and you don't have to have anxiety, you use the phrase, if I can, or it would be nice. How come? What's behind that?
decisions, not worry about the decisions you've made, not feel that you're at the mercy of your job or the.
Life.
Mhm.
I'm asking you a question.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Because you said one thing that you said, like, it'd be nice to be
There we go.
able to make your own decisions.
mhm.
Have you ever considered that way of thinking might be the reason why you're in this position?
Nice, Imran.
Like, it would be nice to be in control
Uh,
of your life, or who is in control of your life?
mhm.
I'm asking.
It would be nice is like, if it happens, it happens. I need to, or I will, is like, I'll do whatever it takes to ensure that it does. Do you see the difference?
Asking you a question.
Oh, okay. I mean, I am ultimately, but I guess we've allowed
We've allowed. Like me and you or yourself?
Yeah, I
Like
see that.
what role did I play in this?
Society that make us think otherwise.
Society. Hmm.
I mean,
Because we always
society,
have
yeah.
it.
You see his face? He's kind of like, you buying this?
Trying to sell something.
Yeah.
It looks like you just drop
Yeah,
price.
Mm-hmm.
because you always have the choice.
We
Like, would
always
it
have
be
a
fair to
decision.
We do or you do? Who is we?
yes. Would it be fair to say the reality of our life is a sum total of all the decisions we make?
Yeah, that would be absolutely fair.
So
I
can
mean,
I
of
ask you
course, there are things that happen,
yeah, I mean, like life happens, right? Like there's always external circumstances without your control. But that ultimately, yes, that can
It's not always your fault, like what happens
But
to
it
you,
is your responsibility. Yeah.
but it is your problem to solve and your responsibility to solve the problem.
hinder things at times, but everything
Mhm.
smooths out with time if you make enough of the right choices.
Okay. No,
I mean,
that
do you
would be fair.
disagree with that, or what
No,
do you
that would
think?
be fair. That would be fair because I am a believer. I tell my kid all the time, like, hey, we have choices.
No.
Um,
So
I
a guy
tell,
like you, Jamie, like who understands this fundamental law, not just a law, this is the truth.
mhm.
How come a guy like you has tolerated feeling confined for the last 4 years?
Ah,
This is fire, dude.
I think if I'm being honest,
Honesty is the only way this relationship is going to work. The second you hear that, honesty is the only way this relationship is going to work.
I think I didn't value time in the past the way I do now.
Hmm.
So you always kind of say, well, I got more, I can do it then. I can do it tomorrow. We'll do this now and then, we'll focus on that, the next day but that's not how time works. And so if you do that,
I'll do it tomorrow. So he's already telling you that voice in his head. And he says, I want to be in control. Okay. That's important because he can't be in control and us be in control at the same time in this relationship. Like he's going to have to let go of control in order to be in a better position.
that enough, then you find yourself in a rut behind the 8 ball and trying to sort these things out.
True.
So I find myself
A lot of you language. You find yourself.
Yeah,
behind.
that's kind of getting annoying. I don't know why I didn't challenge that, but yeah.
It's all good. You're doing very well.
where I'm now making better decisions, but I'm still trying to climb out of this.
Playing catch up.
Yeah. And probably and still kind of leaning on some of the same mindset because, I am a believer in words matter, and so I need to be taking some of my own advice.
Words matter. What do you mean by that? Because he brought it up. He said, I've been hearing this voice in my head or listening to this voice in my head for too long. The voice that says, do it tomorrow. Like you could literally just go straight into that devil angel analogy, good voice, bad voice. Where else are you listening to that voice? Where else is
Shit, that would have like shortened it.
Yeah, well, he brought it up because he's saying, I've been listening to this voice, and I'm like, when it comes to making these types of decisions, that voice is going to come up. It's going to be really loud. What are you going to do to ensure that it doesn't continue to derail you, trap you, prevent you from making the progress that you believe you're destined and you deserve to make ultimately for yourself?
That I would tell my kid or even tell some of the people that I manage.
Because when he's going into this deep stuff, I want to go into parents. I'm like, what was your parents' relationship with money growing up? What did you see in them? And then you just monkey branch back into, do you see that appearing in your relationship with money now? The way you make decisions with money? How are you seeing that with your children? Where else is this cycle showing up aside from just the money?
What would that need to look like? What would it look like? You taking your own advice?
Operating in the affirmative.
For example?
So you brought attention to using the phrase, it would be nice.
Dude, this is fire. This guy's locked in. This guy's never had a conversation like this before.
Where I need to change
this is why like it's blowing my mind. Like, okay, I made some mistakes, but I've closed deals where I wasn't even that switched on.
Yeah.
This is what I'm like, what did I miss that?
In 2 minutes, I'm going to jump to objection handling.
That too.
Yeah.
I want to live in this particular way where
I want is still bad verbiage.
Hmm.
Mm.
Everyone wants, literally everyone. You go up to any person on the street, they'll say the same thing.
So you would want to challenge once again. Like
Yeah.
no one ever gets to the top of the mountain saying I want. So what word can we interchange there that puts us in a more empowered position to actually achieve what we're after for ourselves? Need, have to, will, right? Because if his brain would have been saying, I need to fix this, I have to fix this, I will fix this over the last 4 years, where would he be?
I want or I will do. Hold on a minute.
Yep. It's like a ghost is up there
Yeah.
with the lights flickering.
Or I will I will do this, or we are doing this, and this is how we're going to get it done.
Absolutely.
I have to. I need to.
Because like going back to what you said, like you didn't value time enough. When did you realize that way of being and living life was doing you more harm than good?
Fire question.
I think it was a series of things. I think it was watching my son as he went into high school, um, looking at my parents.
You see it? My parents. Looking at my parents. Did you see the same cycle that you're wrestling with now in your parents? What did you see? Give me a specific example. What thoughts went through your mind in that moment? Jamie at age 17, seeing that. I mean, did you tell yourself your life would be different at this point? Like if I would have sat down with him and asked him what his life would look like at age 54, is this what he would have told me? How did we let it get to this point? What's really gotten in the way of you reaching out and getting help in the past with this? What's been the cog in the wheel?
Because I travel a lot. So between my son and my parents, when I see them, it's gaps on when I see them. But when I do see them, I can see my son getting older, maturing into his manhood. When I look at my parents, I can see them moving through those silver years. The mind is willing, but the body may not be able. Or, my dad has had a couple of health challenges. My mom has always been fairly healthy, but even she started to have her challenges and, just slow down a little bit. So when you see those things, you start to kind of look at, your lifeline, your timeline, and you're like, my time is fleeting. We're already in August. It felt like January, not too long ago. So,
Yeah.
I would want to start having that conversation around like risk taking and stepping out into the unknown and changing his life and what thoughts have gotten in the way of him doing that in the past. What's the cycle?
How would you bring that up? Because I do bring it up later, like why didn't you get help? You went into overthinking, perfectionism, and then I brought up fear myself. Like the reason people
Okay.
do have perfectionism problems is because they're afraid of something, and he agreed with it. Sometimes prospects aren't aware of it. So for people, because ultimately it is fear at the end of the day. Like if you knew that you will get the outcome, you'll do it. It's a lot less, it's certainty. So how would you
Let
bring
me
that
see
up
how
for
you did
people
it.
who are maybe not aware? I don't even know where I did it. Like maybe 10 minutes from now or 20 minutes from now.
can't wait on everything to be in perfect alignment.
Yeah.
Simply gotta.
Why do you even why did you even seek perfection after you've gotten the knowledge to
It's I'm hopeful, liberating.
open up in your life?
Uh,
Pattern of thought to ever come up and control your decisions. What do you feel like that's cost you thinking that way? Where do you feel like you could have been today, 3, 4, 5 years today, if you had taken those actions back then?
yeah, if it's cost opportunity.
Like what?
One of the things I've wanted to do is have 1 or 2 investment properties under my belt. That could have
You see it again? I wanted investment properties.
been done if I really look at it. Or even have the existing home paid off more than what it is.
Yeah, what would that have given you? Even not just like physically living, but even mentally.
Oh, that would have just been a whole load off. That would have been a whole chunk of mental energy that I would have gotten back.
I'm like, talk to me about what the guy who says, I need to get it done, I'm willing to do whatever it takes, what would he have at this point that you don't have right now? How would his life change? What risks would he have taken had he had that thought process rather than the want thought process?
Yeah.
And with that mental energy, what else do you feel like you would have been able to do or would open up in your life?
The freedom
If you were to rank want versus need framework over you versus I, or these types of words, like what would be like the highest priority to listen for? Because I think I've missed a lot of.
You framework is getting them to take ownership. There's no more generalized answers. It's me, myself, and I, which is required. They have to take ownership. The need versus want framework is more so changing language where they, once again, there's more urgency, there's more at stake. This has to happen. I can't continue to push the tire down the road. I got to make a change now. Urgency. So ownership and urgency come from those two. They're both important.
Perfect.
Both very important.
Just take a chance, whatever that.
Take a chance. What does that even mean?
Yeah.
Because take a chance, once again, it's left up to chance. Whatever happens, happens. He doesn't understand that the guy who gets to the top of the mountain, yes, that's how life works. But he has a mentality of, I'll do whatever it takes. Nothing will get in the way. I will not quit until I'm there. That guy gets there. The other guy is tossed to and fro by the wind. He only moves when he feels motivated to do so or when he feels comfortable. That's why we don't make progress. Because it's a want. It's not a need. At what point does it become a need?
May have been or two.
That could have cut a lot of fluff out.
Yeah.
I see that now.
When are we finally going to step up and start telling ourselves that this needs to get done? When?
To be able to call the shot of, okay, do I need to do this or do I need to take that next door?
From that need as well, I could have gone. Do you think I could have gone to that fear as well? Like, if it is a need, what's held us back, like fundamentally or internally held us back from doing everything or taking a risk? Would you start inserting words like that to elicit fear faster, or what would you do?
Well, you could say, like, is it a want or is it a need? Give him binary options. And when he hesitates, if he doesn't say it's a need, which is high likelihood he wouldn't say, well, it would be nice. Like, I really want it, but there's something there that's preventing me from saying it's a need. You usually get that hesitation, which is going to bleed into what's behind the hesitation. The apprehension.
Yeah, because if they say, like, if you challenge them on the what need and then they say it's a need now, like, it might have just become a need on this conversation.
Yeah.
So you would lose that time frame of need.
Because when he says, no, it's a need, I'm like, when did it become a need? It became a need 2 years ago. How come it hasn't happened yet? Fear.
Sick.
Or if I am taking the next tour, then is it really benefiting me or just pulling me out of the hole?
Exactly. How much money would be coming off of your money? Step 2 is that when his daughters turn 30.
Last 10 minutes. Like, I want you to go like an extra 10 minutes out, not and furthermore, a little bit more. I think
you're at right now.
Must have minimized.
Yeah.
Because what they do is they send us the upfront fully, and they allow you to split it in 12 months. So it's easy peasy. Put in your details there, and then it will.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, put the.
And I did the split it at 7,500 too for this guy. I like already felt. I think that was uncertainty within myself. Just blurted that out. That also like kind of pissed me off. It's like I didn't even need to do that favor.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Used to split it. Part is, you're eligible for a tax write-off on this. So basically, what you would pay, let's say you were paying 22K in taxes, you pay 15K in taxes. So that amount is already cut out. It's like it's a tax write-off, essentially. Making sense? So essentially, we'll show you how to do that so it becomes free, mathematically speaking. Okay. That's
I don't like that word.
Can you only do that in your own business?
Sorry?
Can you do that as a W-2 employee?
No.
I think Brennan once said that they're all eligible as an education expense. Or do it have to be they have to have an LLC?
Related to business, I think.
They have to have an LLC, right, Wendy?
Yeah.
In order to write it off?
Yeah, I think typically they would have to have some sort of
Because
like-
it's supposed to be for the business specifically. Like it's framed like that to the IRS.
Interesting. Okay.
Just yeah, just some.
Yeah, well, I mean that line doesn't work anyway, so I'm just gonna stop there.
Which if you break it up, it will come out to 620.
Use that in December time. It's like this is the last
Oh yeah.
month. You can write it off. Yeah.
25 a month.
Oh, okay.
Gotta love the note taking.
Let me crunch the numbers real quick.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep. I
Gosh.
don't have a whole lot more to go with you. If you're willing and
Uh-huh.
wanting, we'll get the ball rocking and rolling. I'll get you connected with Brennan and our team, and we'll get the
Mhm.
process started right away at 625 a month.
Okay. All right. Can I have a moment to think about that?
No. What do we? What's behind that? You say?
So that's 625 for. Okay, I see.
Joke around with these people when they ask questions like that. Like, do you know what I would tell you if I truly didn't care about you? I would tell you to go and think about it. I would tell you the
Oh,
same.
that's such a good phrase.
Hold on. I would tell you the same thing you've been telling yourself for the last 4 years. Just do it tomorrow. Because he already said that.
Yeah.
Now that's if I didn't care.
See.
See, this is where it gets fun, isn't it?
Right.
When the
Right.
fear comes back up,
Quit shaking around, brother. You're a grown man.
and it wants you to take a step.
Mhm.
See that? This is the test, man. This is all
Right.
we've been talking.
With people like this, I'm like, sit back in your seat for a second. Take a deep breath. What thoughts are coming to your mind?
What did you say there? I missed
Slow
that.
down.
Tristan.
You see his
What thought?
body language? He's shaking
Yeah, yeah,
around,
yeah.
gyrating. He's sitting hunched over, really uncomfortable. I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, let's just do a timeout for a second. Can you sit back in your seat? We're going to do a breathing exercise. I need you to take 3 deep breaths. Inhale for 3 seconds, hold for 3 seconds, exhale for 3 seconds. They follow you, they're compliant. And then I'm like, what thoughts are coming up? Let's figure this out together, because this is the first difficult decision of many over the next 12 months of you learning all of this and putting yourself and your family in the best possible position. If every single time we face resistance, we cave, we tell ourselves, I'll do it tomorrow, and we throw the towel in, how are we ever going to get to this outcome we've been talking about for the last hour? We won't.
Nice.
Are.
Write that down, though.
Yeah.
Yes, use it
Yeah.
word for word and use it on every single prospect.
Talking about is
100%.
how
man.
that fear has held you back.
Almost
How
done.
that fear has made you lose years. of
You're
your
gonna
time.
post this on
Money-
YouTube?
Hell yeah.
We can always
Post
make
that
more
shit.
of. Time we can
Mhm.
never get back.
Okay.
You see that? This
I'm with
is
you.
this is the moment where Jamie, who's 53 years old,
Mhm.
actually makes the choice to finally change the rest of his life. Who do you want to be in this moment?
Right. So now, what do you?
Right's not an answer. So I would
Yep.
say that. Right is not an answer. I asked you a question. In this moment in time, with everything we talked about for the last hour, how are you going to show up in this moment? Are you going to listen to that voice that's plagued you and chained you and held you back for the last 4 years? Or are you going to do something different? All eyes are on you. What are you going to do?
What are the forms of payment?
Well, that is the easy stuff.
Uh,
Are you with me in taking this step so we can help you?
I am.
You sure? You excited?
Yeah. Let's go.
All right, let's get you rocking then.
Ah.
That's the worst.
And then,
So-
he does no.
He
To
paid
his
it?
credit, he doesn't hang up here. I have to do another 10-15 minute objection handling, and he's like, "Okay, let's go ahead." And I'm like, "Dude, you're not gonna give me this bullshit again, are you?" He's like, "Nah, I'm ready to go." And then he's entering his card details. I don't know, like I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
Did
Maybe
you
his
keep
fucking
talking?
power cut off.
Did you keep talking or did you shut up?
I don't remember. No, I typically do keep talking. Yeah, probably asked him where is he from as he's putting card
I
details.
force myself to shut up when they're putting in the card. It's hard for me.
You're like, hey, dude, I've refreshed a couple times. I still haven't seen your payment come through.
Hey, did you get your dog from Missouri too?
Yeah. What hairstyle should I have? I'm growing it out.
The bro flow, or what do you think?
Yeah, what do you think?
I'll walk you through the process. Give me a second.
Does this guy look ready to change his life?
No, payment dipper.
Look at this guy. This guy is second guessing his entire life right now. Brother's got the Constitution printed out on his wall or something.
Okay.
Oh,
Let me put the
man.
link in the chat. Open up the link. Let me know once you're on the page. I'll tell you what option to use. Yeah, my dad's 63. 1963. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now look at the option that says split it. Click to the next page.
To the where's the split purchase?
Did you click get access? It took you to the next page now?
I believe it did, yeah. It's a green.
Yeah. So this is where you'll put your details again along with credit card. So what they do to help you split it is they check your available balance.
Should have
Okay,
just
so
shut
they're
up
like,
here
hey,
and
you
let
have
him
that
do
much?
it
Okay,
and
cool. We'll allow you to split
fail.
it because
His big objection came back up again because he just paid off credit card and he didn't want to like use his other credit card that he paid off because he thought it would impact his credit score. And like I should have just let it fail and then asked. Either way.
Let's see.
because what they do is they send us the upfront fully and they allow you to split it in 12 months. So it's easy peasy. Just put in your details there, and then there'll be an option that says get plans, and then you'll select the plan.
Okay. So I have to have a credit card that has that much on it?
You
Okay,
have multiple
well,
cards, right?
yeah.
Why are you going with split it as the first option?
Because you didn't have any savings at all.
Okay. Still have multiple options though. You got Klarna, Clarity Pay, Amex Blue.
Klarna still works?
Yeah. On WAP.
No, what?
Yes.
Really? I felt like they completely shut down.
No.
I haven't
Still
tried
works.
corn in a minute. I'll try it today.
They all work. But
What,
Chris,
Dad, you
you've had a lot of success with Amex Blue this week, haven't you?
Yeah, 2 of them, Amex Blue. They were just like the pain was there that they
'Cause
created.
even what he just said, where he's like, I gotta have a credit card with the whole amount on it. Like, do you hear the hesitation in his voice? And him like pressing his forehead into his fingers? He's very uncertain. Am I making the right decision or not? All
So
day.
like what? Guess why is it still happening though? When we've like had that and he's aware that the fear is there and that it's been stopping him. Because what more does he need from me to have more of that certainty so that he can actually just quiet that voice down?
I have a question, just background context. Did he just come into Brennan's funnel, or how familiar is he with him?
Yeah, this was an outbound call. I think he
Okay.
maybe ordered a book or something.
Okay.
This was not an organic guy at all. Like maybe
Did he come in knowing that a purchase might be involved at the end of this conversation? Was there like a alignment?
no, none of that. Like from the notes, it was like, I think the notes said something like he hasn't gone through the challenge yet, which I don't know what challenge the setter was talking about. We haven't done any challenge, have we?
I think there was a
It's happening
financial there's a financial quiz or something
Yeah.
they give him. Just
F2F, most likely.
Okay, F to F. Yeah, so he hasn't finished that. So that's the course, right? F to F
Low ticket,
or
yeah.
no?
It's
I think
a
that's
low
a
ticket.
form they fill out, right, Chris?
I don't think anyone knows what it is.
Okay, all right. I'm just wondering.
We're closers. We're
some
closers. We
thing,
don't give
yeah.
a shit about
Yeah,
the front end. We close deals.
That's
The,
not
the
what you
reason
need.
Low ticket
Um,
master.
I was curious, Tristan. I just want to hear your thoughts because one thought that goes in my mind is like these people come in, low awareness, relatively low awareness, and then getting, after 1 hour, maybe they do need. Someone might say maybe they do need more time before they can be certain. It could be a certainty thing for sure. So just hey, I just met you. Let's have a nice deep conversation. Drops $8,000. I can't work, but like. new to funnel, it can be a little harder, right? I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just thinking out loud here.
Like,
There's
well,
definitely
what do
going to
you?
be leads like that coming through,
Every single
especially
one of these
outbound. Yeah.
prospects is going to say, I'm uncomfortable. I just met you. I need more time. I'll do it
Right.
tomorrow. They're all going to say that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So get them over. Got to get them over. If they don't do it on the first call, very low likelihood that they're going to move forward on follow-up calls. That's just their
Yeah.
nature.
That's what I'm seeing in my.
If their situation is
Yeah,
painful
this
enough, they're paying.
Yeah, 100%.
yeah. The other part about, like, this is kind of unique to this offer. One call close is the only way to go here, because we just
Yeah.
talked about all his psychological issues. They're never coming back. Yeah, but I like the way Tristan frames it. Like, if I didn't care about you, what am I going to do? That type of line.
I need to
That will
memorize
just,
that.
that's a good frame. Yeah, that's a good frame to take an objection handling. And that's going to be good.
See where this goes.
But
Which one has how much do you have on each of them? We can like split it between the cards too, so that's easy.
no, that's not gonna work right now because I just worked to get those down because I wanted my credit to be at a certain space.
So this doesn't hurt you.
For what?
I would have got some tie downs here, like the basics. In what way is it going to change having a team for you? Like the whole like getting them bought in on everything and being results oriented. It's so focused on the investment right now.
Yeah, I put money aside and just back up.
Yeah.
Good.
And then go into the find a way to make it work frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your credit or do anything to your credit.
What's the find a way to make it work, friend?
Like after you go through all the tie downs and you get him back into like results based thinking, you ask him like what the biggest differences is going to make for him and his family. Then you go into, are you willing to find a way to make it work? And then
Just being resourceful.
Yeah, at least you can get them into a more resourceful mindset where they're not so fixated on the stress of the investment.
Growing because you're still paying
so it's completely shift focus. Yeah, that's what I should have done.
Because there's so much tension when we're trying to do the payment logistics because we don't have them saying yes, I'm willing to find a way to make it work.
Right.
25 a month off.
That wasn't good, man. That's been my problem. I've been feeling off in objection handling the last couple calls because I was extremely uncomfortable going through this. I was like, dude, just pay already. So I can move on to my next call. That was kind of like my mindset at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I had gotten tied down, that would have actually allowed me to relax a little bit and challenge them.
It gives you the permission to go into logistical money.
Yeah.
So it's just the mode of payment is credit. That's it. It's not putting you in credit card debt. It's not pulling your score or anything. It's none of that. It's not a loan. Does that make sense? It's just checks it and just lets you pay it off. I mean, I would have you do it on a debit card, but they just do that on credit. So you pay the $625 off like you would normally. That's what it is. Try it, like see what it says.
Dude, no. Try it and just see what it says. This is why you're getting payment dips. This sucks. You're better than this.
Like try and see, or what would it?
Well, dude, look at his body language. Not receptive at all. Like, how could he feel empowered by you? How could he feel supported by you right now? What's going through his head is not only, I'm going into deeper debt, it's going to affect my credit. How am I going to make this work? Now he's thinking, this guy doesn't give a crap about me. All he wants is my money.
Yeah, which is true in that moment.
Yeah, it is true.
Yeah,
it is true.
Yeah.
You shared that.
Yeah.
Which sucks. That's not acceptable here. That's not how we do things here. How would you treat him if you paid $400 to be talking to him right now, and after he paid you, you were showing up on one-on-one calls with him, supporting him every single step of the way over the next 6 months?
Yeah, a lot more thinking of him as opposed to myself.
Yeah, because when you're thinking about the prospect more than you think about yourself, are you not paid handsomely for that?
Sure. That's why I was closing deals.
Yeah, when you were closing 3 or 4 a day, I didn't see this. I don't want to see this from anybody. This is not good enough. This is why people leave the call. And dude, I mean, all the work you did. This is a phenomenal call up until right now. Really, really well done. So just take it on the chin. Don't do this on your calls. You have so much leverage. You need to use it. That voice in his head he's been listening to for 4 years. Obviously, that's what's coming up right now. You already talked about this. Just ask what's coming up. What thoughts are going through your mind? What voice are you listening to? What is it telling you? Like, I'm here to help, support you, collaborate. How can we overcome this? What can we do to make it work? Do you want to find a way to make it work? Cash on hand, checking, savings, credit. How can we get resourceful here? Let's build out a plan together. Not just do it. No, dude, shut up. Just do it right now. What is that going to do? Nothing.
Yeah,
Because then you
that
guys
makes
feel
sense.
supported. Like, imagine if on the inside of the program, every time they had a concern, Brendan just said, shut up, dude. Just do it. Do it right now. That wouldn't work. That would not work. You're better than
Okay.
that.
Yeah. It's funny how like when you're not closing deals, this is the face that comes out, and it leads to more not closing deals.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
And it makes sense,
leading and
right?
lagging
Like, whenever
indicators.
lead flow is a little bit down and you're getting a lot of prospects where maybe they're not the most qualified per se, it makes sense that you'd be a little bit timid in certain scenarios. But I mean, you've done this for years and years. You've taken thousands of calls. You know this like the back of your hand. Just be aggressive in the right way. In the right way.
Yep.
Okay. That's the top of the hour.
I think I want me to go through the gauntlet next. I need a call to get reviewed. So
Okay.
yeah,
Let's do it.
it's getting a lot of follow-ups. And I know I need to adjust some things on my end when it comes to urgency. So I know it's
Also,
way too-
how long will he be gone? Oh, yeah, keep going, Hamza.
or no, not next week. I know you're not here next week. After next week, whatever.
I am out next week. Nate, Mauricio, and Dylan will be running calls. So we will still be meeting technically, and I will be available on Slack all week next week. But yes, just so you guys know, inside of my community, I also have coaching calls that you guys can attend for feedback, call reviews. There's like 7 or 8 calls every single week on top of our daily meetings in case you want to do call reviews throughout the day. So I'll get you a link to that. All you need to do is send me your email in Slack and I'll get you inside.
Personal email or company?
Either. Whatever you prefer. Okay.
Gotcha, bro.
All right. I need a 50K day minimum today. We got all these calls from Heather coming. They're going to be in a much better position than the leads that you've spoken to earlier this week. Let's be freaking aggressive in a good way. Good luck, everybody.
See
Love you
guys.
guys. See you in
Bye.